So it's been a while. This is, as you've probably surmised from the title of this video, Letter to My Future Self, 2020 edition. And if you've been here a while, you might realize that the last edition of this video was filmed in 2017, which is a while ago. And I'll admit it, I just straight up didn't do it in 2018. 2018 was kind of a wild year. And then last year, 2019, I, no joke, filmed this video twice. I even half edited it one time. And then the answers to the questions I was answering changed as I was editing the video because a lot of crazy stuff happened last year. So at a certain point, I was like, this is a waste of time. I'm just gonna let things settle down a little bit and then maybe we'll deal with it. So that brings us here to January 2020 when I am filming this video. So I pulled out my camera, I focused it, I had my partner stand in and help me get the frame right, and I focus and everything. And then it turns out that literally all 5 of my camera batteries are dead because I guess that's what happens when you don't use them for 2 years. So now we're filming on my phone. Unfortunately, my phone was where my notes for this video were, which is why my partner, who desperately wants to go to bed because it's 12:30 at night, is going to be helping me film this video. So all that is to say, it's been a fucking journey. So welcome back and let's get into it. So question 1, how's Quinn, where you living, where you working? So Quinn is good. It'll be 7 years next week, which is fucking bananas. And, I'm happy. It's very weird talking about him while he's in the room, but it's like a genuinely good dude, and I'm pretty lucky, I guess. I am living in a different apartment from the last 2 or 3 videos of this form that I have filmed, and my job situation is sort of why I hadn't filmed this video in 2 years, because things kept changing. So the last time we talked, I worked for Starable. That is no longer true. I am now the film community manager at Seed and Spark, which is a filmmaking, although now starting to expand into other storytelling mediums, crowdfunding platform. And I am also an adjunct professor at the program, the MFA program that I graduated from a couple of years back. I now teach the web series class that I originally developed and shot Brains in, which is kind of a cool full circle thing. And I'm also an adjunct / thesis advisor for a low residency program, MFA screenwriting, based out of Los Angeles. So I teach 2 places, specifically digital media and web series stuff, and I work for Seed and Spark full-time as a film community manager. If that sounds like a lot, it is. Question 2. Which projects did you create that you did this year? So since it's been 2 years, I've gotten a lot done. So the projects that I have created or co-created since you last heard from me, we shot season 2 of Sam and Pat Are Depressed, which is pretty exciting. I co-created 2 podcasts, one called Brie and Chris Are Depressed, but then I sort of suckered him into starting a Burn Notice podcast with me called Burn Noticed, which is based on a joke I made on Twitter about a year ago. And then finally, I co-wrote and then directed and edited a short psychological thriller called Buy-In with my good friend Colin Hinkley. You'll remember him from such iconic roles as... And that was a really cool experience. That film is award-winning officially, very exciting, but we are hoping to release it into the world coming soon, so keep an eye out for an announcement on that. Question 3, what projects did you make with or for other people? So again, it's been a couple of years. So the projects that I worked on for other people were The Motherload, which is now known as Over Under. I was a producer and the assistant director on that 2-part pilot. I was the producer and assistant director once again for Stray Season 2, which is a web series that I was a big fan of, became associate producer of, and then eventually full producer of for the 2nd season. More recently, I actually have been helping out as the director of photography / editor for one of my former students' web series called Rosalie, which hopefully you'll be hearing more about soon. I'm also an actress in it. And then most excitingly, probably, no offense to all of these other wonderful projects that I've gotten to work on, was I got to direct my first thing that I didn't also write. So I was the director for this. I don't know how much of this is actually in frame, but it is a web series rom-com set during Halloween called Better With You, written by my good friend Amanda Taylor, starring my muse at this point, Colin Hinkley, and a bunch of other wonderful people, and it was just a super cool experience. Links for everything I've talked about, obviously, in the doobly-doo, as always. Question 4. What is something that you're excited about next? This is going to be a not exciting answer to past me who was hoping that I would say something like, I'm preparing for a big shoot, or, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, the thing that I'm most excited about this year is like not doing anything for a while and just writing. It's been such an insane couple of years with all the productions that I've been on, as I have been listing out for you. And I haven't really gotten a chance to do a lot of writing, which, if you remember from when I used to make videos on this channel, that's kind of like my thing. So I guess what I'm excited about in 2020 is like actually having time to write again. And yeah. Finally, where are you in your career, and how is it different from where I am right now? This is an ambitious question to ask myself. I have more jobs and I get paid better, which is something. That's not the question I was asking. What I was asking myself was like, are you any closer to being a professional writer-director? Not really. I'm in a more financially secure situation for a lot of reasons now than I was back in your day, 2017 Brie. And hey, this shit takes a while. Sorry. All right, well, that's the update of where I'm at. I'm sure all of the 5 people who are watching this see why this was the first video I decided to come back with. So now, I guess let's get on to questions for 2021 Brie. And you better answer them in a timely manner, 2021 Brie, or 2020 Brie is going to be very disappointed in you. As always, number 1, you still with Quinn? What's up? Where you at? Where you at? More specifically, where are you living? And what is your job? 2, also a pretty standard what's up question. What have you made this year? Number 3, what season of Burn Noticed are you on? Number 4, what is the biggest thing that's happened to you this past year? Define that however you want. Quinn's laughing at me for this next one, but number 5, how was season 5 of Outlander? Hopefully considerably less problematic than season 3. Problematic fave, what can I say? And number 6, what were the best things that you read, watched, and listened to this year? So podcast, music, books, and TV, movies. And that's it. Welcome to the new decade. I'm back for how long? No one can really say. I am an enigma even to myself. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.